Batman comics and stuff?
But do you know them?
Yeah, I know them.
Fucking corporate fascists.
What?
What?
Yeah,
I
the
forgot.
Dark. You're talking about the Dark Knight Returns, right?
I'm sure
No.
there's a Batman series that has an anti-capitalist message somewhere.
I know they were.
Talking about the one with the villain Batmans.
I'm not sure.
I think it's the most memorable one is the Batman Who Laughs.
I'm sorry.
It's a good series.
Oh, you know them, Castle?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna send you a sketch then.
Okay.
Because I'm killing myself because I can't get it right. And I just want someone to see it.
Don't mind me. I'm just throwing my mouse across the room.
Do that. I just had to start using a new mouse because both the thumb buttons on my old one wore out from all the push to talk.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, at some point today, I'm going to be talking to you guys while pushing down the wrong push to talk button. So I apologize for that in advance.
I look
That's fine.
forward to it.
You keep letting go of it early too, so it's.
Yeah, I'm adjusting. So let me know when I do that though, because it'll help my brain get used to the new mouse.
Yep. Okay.
I was sure to scream at you.
So,
Thanks.
briefly recapping last session. Last session, the party split apart. Unthar venturing off to.
No, wrong group.
You there, Spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, who cares about Group 1? Fuck those guys. Anyway,
Exactly.
last time, your party managed to escape the rush of the river and settled down for the night, taking a long rest, trying to get in as much in as much relaxation as possible. And in your adventures, you feel more powerful. EL4, you have almost 50 HP at level 4. Additionally, your time adventuring with a panther who can't help but lash out with chaotic magic has given you new insight into your own abilities. As a result, you've leveled up to level 4. Maru, you feel that your time being forced to constantly fight out in the open has improved your monk abilities, and indeed, you feel yourself more closely attuned to the shadows than ever. Dayon, your research has only gleaned more and more results as you felt you've gained insight into the recent tests you've had using your turret, especially when faced against a monster that was able to co-opt it. And finally, Hobble, you feel yourself remembering some of the old knowledge you used to wield, some of the old power you used to hold at hand. You have faint memories of another day, another adventure somewhere else. You remember the screams of your companions, the sound of an explosive blast of fire as you search for something hidden and fail to.
Oh, that was a good day.
And so we begin today's session. Your long rest is all over, and Scrounger will look to you all. Well, crikey, that was a right good journey. We should build another raft.
Couldn't possibly fail a second time.
How far are we away from the location?
Right. I'd say good. On foot, could be anywhere from 4 to 10 hours. Lots of cliffs. We gotta go straight through the bowl. We could skirt around the edges of the undergrowth, but problem with that is that then we'd have to go through the dam, because from what I know, the entrance is supposed to be a little before the dam. And the dam, that's a real problem right there.
What's wrong with it?
What is this dam?
It was built by the Mopanu. They were trying to back in the back in the old days, Murtaugh's expedition. First one, yeah? Anyway, Murtaugh's conquest, they tried building this dam to help flood out the flood out some of the entrances here in the Undergrowth into the mines. They had a few they used, but they figured the dam could be put to good use. Problem is, Azathor wised up to their tactics, and while they had a bunch of engineers building that up, he sabotaged it magically, blowing it up, unleashed a horrible flooded the entire place out, destroyed a lot of things, killed a lot of people, from what I understand. It's why Murtaugh's conquest never built a full castle here.
Maru will look to her gear buddy, who understands physics, and say, in other words,
I'm not sure. How did they build such a massive dam?
Right. This is where the undergrowth comes in. So, it was a bowl even back then, yeah? It's only continued to sink over the years. Oh man, it's gotten so much more hillier. Anyway, so there was only a narrow opening from the river, and it varied at times. They were building in the dry season, you see, and so it was more of it was a very shallow river. They also worked with a bunch of the natural terrain, you know. There happened to be a good set of cliffs nearby that they only had to connect. They improved the stability of the cliffs. They apparently tunneled under it, but also made them vulnerable to sabotage. And I'm afraid I don't know the full details. You'd want to ask. There's this one woman in town. What was her name? Oh yeah, Tlenextly. You'll want to ask her. She would know more.
Of course.
all right.
And those. Anyway, that dam. It's still somewhat functional. The water tends to pool up around there, and there's been some kind of contamination in the water, you know? And so it can get pretty toxic around there. That's why I'd rather go for the approach through the jungle, because the approach there is easier than going around outside. But you know what? If you're feeling right adventurous, we could go right in.
We're still looking for, what is it? It's like the Lord of, or no, the spirit.
Our Boreal Lord was back here.
Yeah, we already went past there.
You guys decided you want to leave that for a later thing, apparently.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
we know. I mean, right now we're just scouting this out. I don't actually want to go down to the mines right now. I just want to figure out where this place is. I didn't realize it was going to be a multiple day journey.
I just remembered we have a date tomorrow.
Today.
Today, yes. We may have to head back to meet that. We have no way to get a message to him to tell him we will be there tomorrow.
You know what? Let's take a boat there then. It'll be fast. It'll only take maybe 2 hours.
We can take a boat back the way we came.
Well, your friend... The water there is a lot slower than the water here. You can push up against it. I've done it.
We would be rowing the boat. I see.
Yeah.
so is this the part where we say get more wood?
Yes.
Yeah, just watch out. This jungle can get right spooky at night.
Yeah, so can I. Gets to work.
Yes. Let's try to do that.
Okay. Very well.
We will have. I forgot his name again. Scavenger?
Scrounger.
Something like Scrounger. I always want to call him Scavenger, and it's always wrong. Damn it. Uh, can we have him describe how to get to this place as best he can tomorrow? Our navigator.
Right.
Just
So the way I always took when I wanted to get near there. Again, I I've only gone to this entrance a few times. I don't go down there. There's a lot of critters down there that I'd like to see, but I don't want to cross Azathor. There's an old set of ruins somewhere around here. And in those ruins, there's supposed to be an entrance down in there. This was supposed to be an outpost for the makeshift stronghold that Murtaugh's conquest had here. They intended to use that little outpost as an extension of their sovereignty so they could extend their rulership magics over the area. And Azathor just wiped it out before they could even finish it.
How powerful is Azathor? Do you know?
He's a giant. He shrugs as if that's the explanation in itself.
Right. I'm thinking. Well, either way, we have to get back and random performance roll.
Because I'm not helping, I'm just playing a tune to help you all.
Okay.
What's up with this roll? Hold on. What is this lesser than 2?
It's my
It's a
reroll.
halfling.
Oh. How do you set that up?
It's
Whatever.
in the special trades, I think.
Okay.
Yep, they added it after I stopped playing a halfling.
Yep. The Undergrowth is basically a whole section of the map, just like Crateria in Metroid, or the
Yeah.
the Crossroads in Hollow Knight.
Okay. Well,
In a way, you could say the Undergrowth is part of the mines.
that's all well and good, but it doesn't change the fact that we do need to get back.
The dam right now is completely destroyed. Yes.
Mostly destroyed. They sunk the cliffs closest to it. The cliffs were already collapsing, and whatever fortifications they built up to support them got collapsed. And then they also destroyed the part holding in some of the water. With monsoon season, there's going to be a larger. You're going to find a lot more pools there being kept back from flowing at their full force. I figure in about a few more decades, right? I figure that Joey will blow right open. But it is mostly collapsed.
See.
I don't know if the outpost there overflows during monsoon season, I must confess. I wouldn't think it would. It'd be a poor decision to build there if it did. But maybe the Earth's... I don't think the Earth sunk. But it might be hard getting in there, you know?
I was just wondering if we could sabotage it further to perhaps wash out some goblins. But it sounds like that wouldn't work.
That might be an idea. I always wondered how much of the mines were controlled by goblins.
Well, it's going to be controlled by one half goblin soon. And her third party. Smiles through scarf.
Smiles and scarf.
I like your spunk. I right like your spunk there.
Thanks, not many people do. Alright, well, we're just sitting on our hands. Which get the
Yeah, let's make a raft. Yep.
Okay.
survival checks. Or just we do it.
Go ahead. Roll me a woodworking.
What?
Sorry, Dayon had some kind of toolkit.
I do. Carpenters? Would you like carpenters?
Yes.
Hang on.
Roll
That's
that
not right.
using would that I have to say that'd be I'll let it'll be strength, but I'll let EL4 roll it since he'd be helping you. And he can add whatever your bonus to that is.
My bonus is, I mean, it's proficiency plus a D4, and then I'll guidance as well, so it's proficiency plus 2D4.
Okay, go ahead and roll. EL4 is strength.
The shit is broken.
Your sheet is
imagine
broken?
just-
What?
The Entor is just like tugging on his ears, like, okay, move your arm here.
It's straight strength.
Yep.
Plus
Ability
proficiency.
Kick the raft out of
plus
the room.
2d4.
Plus 2D4. So that. Why are you so weak? What kind of barbarian are you? So add your proficiency to that, so it's 8, and then roll a 2D4 as well.
Don't make fun of my friend, EL4.
Yeah, it's a good enough raft. Let me write that down.
Surely you could make it a little bit better.
I'm not a damage bar.
At a 1d6.
The apartment complex here is vacuuming right outside my apartment door.
Damn. With Hobble's inspiring
That was
words,
a big improvement.
you instantly lash together the log raft even better, and soon you've got a proud log raft, even more durable than the last one.
Fantastic.
As your party hops on, and there continues their journey through the Whitewater Rapids as you go washing down the river. And you see as you wash into here, a lot more plants in the water look dead. You can smell occasionally the smell of rot, as well as see the occasional bone floating on the surface or dead leaves. The shore is littered with a bunch of dead or dying trees, and the water here smells absolutely putrid. As you wash into Barkwater, as Scrounger will begin talking. Right, this right here is Ismus Lake. Ismus Lake was named for a right beautiful lass. She fought in Murtog's conquest, right? Apparently, she was said to have given her life down there in the mines. At least she was never seen again. He sighs. A lot of people lost down there. Isma was said to be the most beautiful of them all. Sorry, I remembered what an Australian sounds like.
I was just gonna. Well, hold on. I thought we were heading.
Look at the map.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. Are we just oriented the wrong way?
You're heading to look down here. This is where the dam was.
Okay.
This is Isthmus Lake right here.
Okay. Yep.
And as your party sails by on the log raft, well, not so much sail as paddle, with the panther, as usual, tied and restrained to EL4's back, Scrounger points to a tree as you all pass by. That there. Now that beaut, I've been trying to get her back up to good health. She was going to be my wish if it wasn't for my teeth, you see? He shows you his teeth. That tree right there, as your party passes by it in the water. Only about, not taking long. It's not a large lake. That's a black chestnut tree. Dayon, roll me an herbalism kit.
He had
check.
to pick up the phone. But can I roll a check as a ranger with forest?
Sure, nature.
I'm not. Wait, hold on. Where the fuck my sheet go? That's weird. I'm not proficient, but
Sorry, dogs, vet. What I miss?
Can you roll me an herbalism kit proficiency using int? As
I
your party's
am.
passing by.
I am proficient in that.
Dayon, your eyes instantly go wide. Your mouth begins to water. Your pupils dilate.
Am I high?
No. As Scrounger points out this tree that you all are passing by, you recognize it, not even hearing his words. That's a black chestnut tree. These are incredibly rare in this world. And not only that, they're incredibly valuable. These trees contain black chestnuts, which can be boiled down for potions of healing. In fact, they're the primary ingredient that makes healing potions cost so much to produce. And a tree of that size and age, if it could be healed or somehow or restored, you could likely make dozens of healing potions off of it each year.
Sweet. Sailing by. No, I probably can't figure out enough to figure out what's wrong, right?
No.
I guess I could give it a shot, but
She's the old lass has been dying more and more each year. And the chestnuts, they're not coming out right. If I could figure out what's killing it alongside a bunch of these other plants here, you could make so many potions with it. You see his eyes get replaced with gold pieces. Cha-ching!
did it start dying about the same time as all the other plants?
Yeah. Well, not all the jungle. Some of it's just dying from the world getting colder, I think. That's what they say anyway, but there's been a rapid dying off in the past 30, 40 years.
I see.
The worst of it happens during monsoon season. But then there's also some problems with but then there's also, of course, just the fact that it still doesn't get any better during the non-monsoon season. I don't know what's causing it.
surely something in the lake or something downriver or upriver rather.
Maybe. I'd investigate, but this place is rife with slimes. And that's a Joey I don't want to fight.
We'll take care of that some other time, I think.
Steer clear of that rock. He'll redirect the canoe a little. I mean the raft a little. I once saw slime there. Good old ochre jelly. He smiles almost wistfully. Okay. The raft will continue its progress through the water, and indeed, you can see the lake begins to slow down here. It's still flowing at an even pace, but it's not going too fast. Like it's going slow enough that EL4 could paddle through it. And you notice that a lot of the water, you notice that here a lot of the water spreads out a little to become a bit of a muddy mass, and it's almost swampy here, And you can see that there's a lot of plants that are just completely dead here. But then there's also that have weird ones that have weird mutations. You can see one appears to be an older jungle tree that's still alive, but it's producing weird glowing fruit. And then there's another tree, and then there's a bunch of ferns that appear to be completely red, like a fierce, bright red.
Are there any natural ferns that are that color?
There are, but well, they can get that color, but they're not typically full body red. They
Like it'd just be like at the tips.
yeah, or it'd be like in a pattern or something, or there'd be polka dots. Well, not maybe polka dots on it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is just like a full solid red, like a kid colored red with crayon on
Huh.
a real life leaf, you know?
Yeah. Uh, Ella, can you smell one of those as we go by?
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Ella Ella slows down the raft for a second as his trunk inhales, and you smell a familiar foul scent, mysticanum poisoning.
Hmm. So, what school of magic does it ping?
Mm. If you remember what I said, mysticanum is a lot of natural magic. Uh, if it smells kind of similar to what do you call it? It's the same school of magic that polymorph is. Oh my god, what is that?
What the fuck? That was not me.
Okay.
Tr-
It's transmutation magic, but like, uh, but it's like very natural. Like it doesn't smell directed. It's kind of hard to sniff on it. It just seems to have taken this accidental form of magic, like in the wild, instead of shaping into the other more destructive magics that appear to have killed a bunch of the other plants. Like pure luck that these plants survived, basically.
ah,
It's decaying poison. Kind of weird that some plants are still alive, I guess.
How much exactly do I know about Mysticanum?
I believe we've rolled for this already. Have we?
it's like this world's
Yeah, we've rolled for it.
close equivalent of like radiation almost.
Yeah. It's like materia from Final Fantasy VII, except no one's figured out how to make it into a fuel yet. The only practical use is for killing a bunch of creatures and hope you get a good one that you want. Or,
Oh,
I'm talking a bunch of creatures. And you also have to, like, and you know that the Fae also would have done a bunch of other experiments to also direct the mutations. And you know down very vaguely that some artificers have found a use for it, but they don't divulge their secrets because, well, that's pretty valuable in this time and era.
Uh, so okay. The is it the only way the Fae mutated things, or do they have other methods?
It was the way they would jumpstart. They would keep they would keep mutating people and animals and stuff until they got a result they liked, which typically took a lot of deaths. And from there, normally the subject would be left crippled or something, and then they would try to breed those traits into future generations and selectively breed as they could, using magic to help guide along the process.
Okay. All right.
Yep. As unfortunate as it is, most of Mulipin has not enjoyed any incredible hulks. Yep.
until now, no. I mean that's kind of almost what EL4 is looking like. All right, well, we continue going, or is something need our attention here?
No, I'll let you see. You'll continue going, and you'll see the plant life surrounding you, closest to the river, is still looking pretty dead. But a lot of the plant life sprawling out still looks pretty healthy. Some of the larger trees look to be not doing so well, but a lot of the smaller vegetation has still survived on. At least the plants that don't seem to have relied on the trees for cover. It's a pretty fascinating ecosystem, like a very low jungle, really, and and it does give this bowl a kind of interesting contrast to a lot of what Coelho was. Coelho was very swampy as well to the waters that you're going through. This Coelho was the under Mopanu nation where the Lost Mines would have taken place.
Mm.
But but over in Phandalin there was a few drier areas. There was a few places where people would go. Over here, there's a lot of it's just plant life. There's a lot of plant life where there isn't like water and mud and muck. Eventually, Scrounger will call for the boat to halt. Right. We want to stop here. In this time, it's only been about an hour to get through here of EL4 pushing through the muck. Thankfully, you still look to have plenty of time, as long as this doesn't take too long to find it. So, if I remember correctly, we gotta climb up a cliff to our east here, and then we gotta come right down on the other side. We're not gonna take any detours, just straight forward. From there, we're going to have to go through a small little cave. A lot of the two cliffs kind of collapsed against each other, kind of folded in on each other, and it formed like a natural roof over this old building. And in these ruins there, and it's under that little dome that the old base is in. It's kind of close to the pools of water here. I wouldn't step too much in the muck here, unless you want to feel right tingly.
Not today.
Yep. He will carefully guide you all to a to a kind of elevated spot. We'll have to climb up here. If you fall down the muck there, I can't guarantee your survival. The floor is lava, guys.
Sure. Maru will take out her wooden staff just in case. And
Hold on. Make sure to hold on tight to the canyon. And if any of you fall in, you were right, good cunts.
sure.
Thank you.
He will offer to boost you guys up, except for Hill 4, holding his two of his hands in a cupping formation to kind of help lift you up.
Alright, the tiny person first?
Yep.
Wait. I keep forgetting, I'm not the smallest.
Not anymore.
Okay.
This is bullshit. Alright,
Okay. I'm
Alright, I
going.
guess-
Were you the smallest before? I forget if we decided you were shorter than Alrin.
I wanna
It doesn't
say-
matter.
Yeah. Alright,
Alright.
I'll go first, then Goblin, then Human.
Did someone buy a climbing kit? I forget. We talked about it.
Yes, I did.
All right.
So, I'm going to draw real quick the basic surroundings that you have here. So we have
Alright,
this.
I'm gonna get more tea.
So we have this big murk right here. Gosh, I hate the drawing tools. And so you got this murk here, and then there's a kind of large cliff stretching on for about 100 feet or so. That's kind of like half formed from The cliff here is very uneven, and and it's covered with a bunch of vines and dirt and soil, which is kind of a mixed blessing, considering the roots might be a better handhold, but they might also slip from the dirt.
Back.
The cliff itself is thankfully only about 50 feet high, which is some of the other cliffs back there were even bigger. The size of this bowl of the undergrowth cannot be underestimated.
All right. I mean, with the climbing kit, we should be able to make it up there fairly safe.
Okay. So describe the process of the climbing kit. Can you ping it in chat? Actually, I think I remember how this works. Yes. Okay. You can use that. You can't fall more than anchored yourself. Okay. Who wants to go first?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Some
Hobble, go ahead and,
Yep.
and roll me a athletics check.
Guidance. Whoa! Why is Hobble fucking Yoda right now? Like backflipping off the
Woo!
raft last
Hobble,
time.
you get to the top easily, and you set up a nice you set up some nice pittance here, and then you drop the rope down for your companions, easily setting up a nice little roost. You even pick out a good spot to hammer the piton into on a rock so that it doesn't come loose from the loose hard clay wall.
Perhaps the Fae created him from some sort of simian.
I'm gonna bring you back here. This isn't to scale. I'm just
Okay.
it's you can see that there's a bit of a fissure dividing in the middle. Like imagine a traditional Minecraft fissure where it's just a big tear in the ground, and you can see down below there appears to be another flood stream down there that's steadily feeding into the murk somehow through underneath the cliff somewhere. You can't tell where it empties out to, but it seems to be flowing this way, right? And
Okay.
the water here isn't like a solid river. It's more like there's water washing down, and you can see it trickling, but it seems to be carrying a lot of mud and branches and dirt. And you can see that a few animals that have fallen down there, they appear to have scrambled around in the pool there, but you can see, like, as they reach the shore, they appear to have expired there. Some you can see even a few drag marks, but it's hard to tell if they actually survived or not, or if they just wandered somewhere else to die. That doesn't look like a good place. Under in this fissure there, you can see there's about this fissure is about 75 feet wide, and you can see the folded cliffs that Scrounger was talking about, with a large kind of like opening that appears to have formed via some rocks collapsing to reveal it.
So how hard is it gonna be to get over to the cave thing? Entrance, I guess.
Well, he probably couldn't jump over. It's 75 feet wide across.
Yeah.
And underneath here is a bunch of
over the murky water.
yeah. Scrounger hasn't explained that to you yet.
If only I still had wings. Come on, people. I'll help.
All right. I'll elect to go next.
Okay. You all follow after him because of Hobble's amazing athletics check. He's able to help you all over. You've noticed he's been unusually spry these past few days.
All right.
Gotta love halflings. You
I
all
try not to.
you all join him up on the cliff face. the ground here doesn't feel the safest. You can see bits where part of the cliffs have fallen off. Again, this whole place is basically just sinking into the earth slowly. And you can see the two cliffs. I'm going to draw them from the sides over here. So I want you to imagine that some very... So imagine you're looking at the cliffs from the sides at ground level. They would look kind of like this, where the ground around them has sunk into the earth, but these parts haven't. And then and then this one kind of fell over onto that one, slanting a little, just collapsing, and it's formed like a very strange sort of hill that definitely doesn't occur in nature there. And you can see that it's further disrupted a bunch of the earth here. It's a wonder that the whatever outpost they were building here survived inside whatever pocket it's formed by accident. And the little natural formation there is about 75 feet over this gap. Thankfully, the cave itself appears to be somewhat elevated. It looks to be wet, but it's about 5 feet above the rest of the mud stream here. It seems to be as a virtue of a bunch of like the rubble and rock falling in to help form a natural kind of higher surface.
All right. Wait, like so. Hold on. Describe that again. That went over my head for some reason.
Okay. Outpost is inside two cliffs that fell into each other. You can see them over here.
Oh, over here.
Yes, to the left side of the map. Yes. Cliff ground in between them collapsed in long ago, so it formed these kind of mesa-like cliffs, right? Only very thin.
That's the right side of the map, by the way.
Where I'm pinging.
Uh-huh.
Right, over here. Eventually, the ground shifted some more, and one cliff fell into the other, collapsed onto that cliff. It formed a weird hill that definitely doesn't look right in nature. Also, somehow there seems to have been a pocket that survived in it.
Okay.
That pocket has an outpost inside it. There is a cave face right here, about 5 feet above a 75-foot wide gap. It's not a smooth flowing river, it's more of like a gentle mud stream flowing irregularly, a kind of swamp flowing into the larger stream of murk you just came from.
Okay. Let's go into the cave.
How?
We have to get over the murk. Guys, I gotta go. My wife is stranded at the grocery store. Her car is still not working, despite having taken it to the shop last week, and them saying it's fine. So I'm gonna be gone for 20 minutes. Sorry.
Okay.
We can still try to figure this out.
Yeah, you guys figure this out. I'll tag along and cast guidance on people.
Okay.
I will get there and back as quickly as I can.
Sure.
Bye.
How deep is the fissure?
How deep?
Yeah.
Well, you climbed 50 feet up there, so it's 50 feet deep.
Okay.
It's about the same elevation in between. It's just 75 feet wide. It is somewhat uneven in distance. There's some parts where it might be 70. There's some parts where it might be 80. But
Right.
for the most part, it's about 75 in between. And once again, it's not a full like river. It's a bunch of like loose mud and sediment that seems to be almost glitter slightly. Maybe from the Mysticana, maybe from whatever minerals it's washing down here.
Okay.
And
So
I want you to imagine like a dried out river. I mean, a dried out creek that's still somewhat muddy, and you got a pretty good impression where there's still some water flowing through, a little bit of water, but a lot of it's just mud and like debris and detritus.
Speaking
and there's-
of,
Yes,
what is this wall then made of? Like that's
cliff,
lining-
a cliff. Remember the
Right.
cliffs I described collapsing
Yes.
into each other?
And
The
it's
wall
stone?
over here is made of this, is much of the same. It has a pretty deep it's Yeah, about 30 feet down or so, it'll be hard clay, and then the rest would be stone.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type the leveled up rope to a hand axe. I'm going to hand the hand axe to the elephant and say, accuracy is not the priority. Just throw this as hard as you can to the wall.
What
Okay.
is the range on a hand axe?
36.
Max feet 60.
Oh shit.
Maybe by itself, but not with a rope attached.
Hmm.
If I leave all my gear up here with Ella, I could probably go into walk over the grime.
Walk over the grime. You all glance down. You see an ostrich there that appears to have died a few days ago. Its flesh hasn't even been picked clean by the local wildlife. In fact, the bugs don't seem to have touched it much. It's experienced a little rot, but it's just been lying there, dead and stagnant.
Maybe that's not a good sign.
It's like an ostrich that caught coronavirus. No, sorry, bad joke.
Too soon.
Too
And
soon.
by too soon, I mean it's still happening.
Yeah.
Frown. Well, shit. There's no gap that's like shorter, is there?
There's a few, but it's mostly like 70 feet, 65 feet. And then you can't see the ends of the cliffs, but you have to assume they have to end somewhere because, or at least widen up. Maybe if you guys walked on enough, Scrounger will answer in response to your scouting attempts. Right. So around here, you could go around, but we'd still have to find a way through the jungle here. If we go up the dam, we might be able to find a way around, but problem is this is the only entrance in I know. Maybe if you could create a new entrance, but you could be digging through many feet of dirt and stuff.
I mean, okay, so here was another plan I had, was just do the whole rope thing and tie it to a short bow arrow and then shoot it, but
If we weren't here, how would you get over? If we weren't here, how would you get over and go over there?
I wouldn't go during monsoon season. It's alright, bludger.
Okay, well, now it's monsoon season. How do we get over there?
I would take a few days to build a log bridge over, and then and then once I got over, I would tie a permanent rope to span the gap, and then I would have built another rope to rappel down.
Okay, plan. Hubble starts descending.
Oh, you start descending? How do you descend?
I tie in my climber's kit and start hammering that into the rocks. And start slowly letting myself down with the climber's kit.
Oh, you should be careful. Oh, be careful. You start going down. Roll me an athletics check.
I will leave all my heavy gear up there as well.
remember to use guidance.
Do you even have heavy gear? What's your
I
strength?
have my chest,
Okay. So
which has all my gold in it,
Yeah,
which
big-
is
big-
on Ella.
big busty chest of gold.
Okay, guidance because
Once again, fucking Hobble scrambles down. No! No! Oh, we've lost the poor blighter. As Hobble, you scramble down expertly. Getting near the bottom, you can smell the foulness of the mud below you. It smells like death and rot.
I'm gonna tie a rope to the rope on the climber's kit,
Okay.
and then tie that end of the rope around myself.
Okay.
Can't believe we're about to lose Hobble.
He's gonna die down there. He will feel out the earth. He will like put his foot in on the slime.
You want to put your foot on the slime?
Yep.
Are you wearing shoes?
Yes.
Okay. You put your boots on the merc. You feel you hear a strange kind of tingling sound as your boots step into it. As your boots lightly press on it. Do you want to step fully in?
I'm gonna take my foot out first and examine my shoe.
You examine your shoe. Your boot appears normal so far. It seems like normal mud. It smells a little foul.
How fast can I run? 75 feet. That'll be 2 turns.
How waterproof are Hobble's boots?
I'm gonna cast light on my rapier walking stick.
Yes.
Sundowning Hobble. He is going. He's trying to make it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Hobble starts to scramble across. Oh, he starts running. He starts soaring through the mud in the murk. Mud flies everywhere as he runs as hard as he can. It gets up on your clothes. It touches your skin. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
We need a hero.
Oh my god!
Hobble! It tingles painfully, but you ignore it, quickly splashing it off. Your robes are covered in it. Who knows if they'll ever be right again? Your poor, fine, refined clothing as you scramble through it. More splashes through your mouth, through your face on the second turn, and when you're almost there, make me another Constitution saving throw.
This one will have bardic inspiration. We need a hero.
Wait, can you inspire yourself?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Don't try telling me you can't.
As he's able to resist the malignant influence of the slime, the bare traces of Mysticanum in this mud, not enough. As we have our hero. Of jungle. Some of it looks dead, but there seems to be some sunlight streaming in. Well, maybe not sunlight, but it seems there's parts where the sunlight still might stream in a little. Just enough to keep a little bit of plant life alive. What would you like to do, Hobble?
How much rope do I have?
I think you tied your climber's kit rope and then another bit of rope.
Is the cave entrance on the very top of...
No.
Or is it down in the fissure?
You're only about 5 feet above the mud pit now.
Okay.
As you I assume you immediately begin cleaning all of it from you.
Oh god, yeah.
Yep.
Mage-handing it.
Thankfully, you have just barely enough movement to spend an action cleaning yourself as you very hurriedly get the muddy clothes off and start washing it the best you can.
Then with all the rope I have, I'm gonna see if it can reach from where the initial pittons are. See if it can like angle towards the cave to make it kind of like a slide down for them. Because that would be 100 feet of rope.
Oh, didn't mean to play that song.
If you need more rope, Mario literally is about to like shoot an arrow with the. Mario looking over it will probably realize, oh shit, he probably needs more rope, and would just fire it over. Okay. Not really prioritizing accuracy. Just if it goes wide, he can go get it.
Hobble, you managed to roll me a sleight of hand to see how successful this is, Maru. And
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hobble.
I probably would have been guidance. Hey.
You fire it over. The rope lands just short of where you try to reach for it midair with your mage hand, but it falls into the mud there. Do you want to touch the rope?
The mage hand will.
Okay, smart. Would you please roll me a D100?
Oh boy.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Hobble. You cast Grease centered on yourself. Make me a dexterity save as you're standing on a sloped rock surface where you could slide back into the mud. No!
Oh. Oh no.
As the wild magic surge triggers, as Hobble, you go sliding in with the panic. You watch as Hobble lands back first into the mud. Hobble! Make me another custom versus Hobble. You need to clean the mud off of you, but the mage hand isn't cutting it. Do you have anything to wash yourself with?
Quick inventory.
You probably have a water skin.
I definitely have a water skin. I do have holy water as well if needed. Yeah, I have water. Start to pour that on myself.
You carefully cover yourself as fast as you can, and eventually you will clean, but now the inch. Do you wish to go prone and crawl forward now?
Yes, and then find a spot that is not greased up.
You carefully crawl in and then huddle up on yourself. Your body hurts. Whatever that stuff is, it is not good for you. Like your teeth don't feel quite right. Like your teeth feel like they do when you've like chewed on too much in a day, and they just feel a constant ache. Like you're constantly being reminded of their position in your mouth. That Mr. Kane is not healthy. But right, Hobble has provided a way into the cave for you all.
Awesome. It only costed almost one hobble.
And Sundowning Hobble will take that risk every time.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, so there's just a rope suspension now.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of like more like a rope. Like, what do you call it? Rappel, but.
I'm gonna take the.
Scrounger will say along. Oh, you're alright, little guy.
I'm okay.
You don't
I'm
understand
built
him.
for this. I know.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I assuming Gantor does
yeah.
as well.
Dan. EL4, do you want to test the pittance?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh again?
Like 1 billion 400 pounds
Okay.
without equipment. Also, I'm carrying a panther, so
So that panther. How much is a panther malnourished? How much does a malnourished, not child, panther weigh?
I'd take the weight of a panther and subtract like 20% from it.
They average 120 pounds, so maybe 100 pounds extra.
Later than I thought.
Do you wish to slide down, EL4? Equipment, panther, and all. I mean, Hobble, the little guy, he made it across.
Yeah, I will use more.
Mm. Mm.
Mm, I'm thinking if I can just eat the panther.
What? 75 feet? You wanna try?
No, I want to play it. Let me check if I have some
We need to invent
anything.
balloons.
Danger sense. King's mode. Hmm, I don't think I have anything. So I guess it's time.
Okay. Do you wish to slide across?
Yes.
Okay. EL4 begins rappelling across, and you see instantly the rope is like instantly sinks under his weight. And a louder one as Scrounger just goes, "The straw broke." You all see EL4 coming towards you. You also see the cliff he just came from tipping towards you.
Oh boy.
EL4 sails down as the cliff folds over and it hits it, making the loudest sound you ever heard as rocks will fall where EL4 is.
Oh god.
But hey, there's still a gap there for you to climb up. So, and the rope's still there. You could probably climb up through there still. It's just
So the other cliff just sort of split.
it seems that the base of the cliff was so weak that EL4's tiny additional weight was enough to tip thousands of tons of rock hurtling towards this cliff. People probably heard it for miles around and your ears hurt from the loud crack.
I'm proud of you, EL4.
Take a good.
Crikey.
What?
I don't think I've seen a Joey move that much terrain since, like, never. That'd be. That's like a giant kind of thing.
Hmm. I'm bored. Let's go inside.
You head in, and thankfully, the little pocket in here is not large, and you can see the small little outpost. You can see still flying proudly on the outpost is a very faded flag. The symbology, unfortunately, is long ago faded, lost to a bunch of rot. The flag is very moldy, and it's been flying very high for a while. Only it's not like flapping in the wind because there's no wind in here because it's a enclosed cavern.
So there's not a through draft.
No. A bit of water drips down from the ceiling, and you can see small little holes above, but it's hard to tell if they'd even be large enough to like go through if you had been up top there.
Let's see. Well, if there's water coming through, because hold on. All right, yeah, that makes sense. Condensation. Although Mario wouldn't know that. That's just probably more magic sky water. Yes. All right. Well,
All Hobble, from all that you know is that you cast a spell and it seemed like magic surged in this area and went wild, out of control.
he casted Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Or did he cast a leveled spell?
He cast Mage Hand.
Shit. I went off on Mage Hand.
Mm.
Damn. Okay, well, I cast Minor Illusion then.
Where do you cast it exactly?
Like, I guess I illusion a image in my hand of EL4
But where are you standing?
on the ground. Like, what do you mean?
Where are
I'm
you
in the cave.
standing?
I'm in the cave.
In minor illusions like normal.
Okay. Oh, I see. Alright, it makes sense. I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch because I don't think Mara would understand that her cantrip was technically magic. I think she'd just understand that it's just shadow bullshit, but whatever. I guess we go in further, right? Unless there's something immediately interesting about the flag, right?
Uh, it's a large. It's a large ruins of some outposts. You can see the ruins look pretty damaged. It seems like something hit them long ago and sent a bunch of like the walls tumbling down.
Tumbling down, tumbling down.
Yep.
Okay. All right. In we go. That this was totally optional. It costed $0 to not play this.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Evangelion?
It's been too long.
Okay. I watched it this year anyway. Okay.
We're not. Yeah.
Your party walks towards the outpost. It's a very small set of ruins. This thing would only be the size of like a few wooden huts combined. It seems to have had a high tower built into it, but the tower's long since collapsed or was never built. You can see the remnants of like the lower half of the tower where it was being built up, and you can see the walls were mostly built out of stone. This would have taken a lot of stonemasonry, not as much as like a full-fledged like castle, of course, but it would have been a sizable project if only the dam hadn't collapsed.
Damn.
Indeed.
It wasn't built well.
Oh, what do you think?
Would I? That's probably a stonemason's check, and Dientor would have that. I don't.
That sounds about right.
I don't know if you can roll on his behalf.
No.
Okay.
I will tell you what we will do. We'll take a 10-minute break and hope Dayon gets back by then.
Okay. Yep.
Alright.
Certainly.
We're kind of at a halfway point. The stream may get a little shifty here, by the way.
Yeah, so I'll be right back, I guess. I gotta get actual breakfast this time.
What's done is done, it feels so bad. Once was happy, now we're sad. I'll never love again, my word is ending. I wish that I could turn back time. Oh yes, bro. 10-minute break. Probably more like 8 minutes left. Destiny's back. Is Castle back?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Yep. I was hoping that the 10 minutes would be enough for Castle to return. Though, no, I think there's still 2 minutes left. I hope he gets back soon.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes for you guys.
Yeah, I have like nothing next to nothing to eat in this house, and I had to improvise. Well, I hope Castle and this lady are all right. Car trouble, especially in this time, is the fucking worst. I've been there.
Yeah. Do we have Spicy back yet?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. Great. So we have Doka and we have Spicy and we have Zinja. Okay. Then I will probably just begin without Castle then. Give Okay. Very well.
Yep.
Your party steps forth, and it's pretty dark in this cavern. Like I said, it's not only the sun's no, it's not only the fact that the sun isn't out yet, or at least it's only starting to come out, but it's also super dark in here. Uh, there's only There's only a bit of morning fog, and even not as much as outside. Outside, it's a little heavier. But you can still feel the warm and mugginess of this desert and the jungle that you're in. And you can see.
I would be thrilled if you could.
And I didn't preload this at all, so let's see how this goes.
Ooh.
You think you can hear a bit of whoosh, 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 like something fleshy hitting stone inside. But you can't quite see into there yet.
Alright. This is the part where I am the scout. I'm sure. Okay, I would like to roll a stealth check to creep up there, like Kronk.
Down there.
Yeah, down there, yeah. Stealth.
Okay, I know my maps aren't the best elevator.
Wherever it would logically be that I would be like doing the.
Well, you try sneaking in through there, but you are casting a bit of a shadow from the light being output here. And you don't think that if there's anything that could see you in there, that you would be remarkably well hidden from it.
Oh, I thought that there was. I thought there was a little like a pillar right here.
Well, yeah, but you still had to walk out in the open in plain view of this entrance.
I would have. Okay, hold on. Let's go to this
Like-
again. I would have done this. Unless they're looking.
Well,
Whatever
if you
it
think
is,
Mar,
looking at.
well, if you think Maru would be dumb enough to walk out there, sure.
Oh, okay. Alternatively, then.
I was gonna say, okay.
Okay, yeah. Explain to me the best course of action then, because
I'm
guess
not
I'm
gonna.
not seeing it.
I'm not gonna,
Okay.
because that might reveal DM knowledge.
Sure. Okay.
I am going to say what she probably wouldn't do if she was smart at stealthing.
Okay. I'm trying to tilt my head and see what the hell I'm even looking at.
You
but-
can't see into the entrance quite yet, but it probably has a good view of the stairs here.
Okay. With that said, then, now that I think I understand it, Maru would go up here then, and keep to the shadows. That kind of stealth.
Yep.
And now see if I can get an angle, or still I can't really, still really.
You might have to creep down in there to get a good view. You can see a bit into this side, but only like a little bit because you're so high up from it.
I'll do one better. I'm gonna pop my green and yellow eyes and do the,
Okay.
and look.
Okay, you
From
look
the
in, trying to look in from the top. You carefully move your head around. You see something large and green skitter away.
Do I think it was reacting to me?
It seems to have moved right as you lowered your head to the very umpteenth bit that you did. It's hard to tell if it was just running away automatically, or if it was like from hearing you all, or if it was running away from you.
I'm gonna wait for a bit
Sure.
and see if it comes back.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Alright.
Maru, you do hear a skittering sound as if it's still there, but you can't see it moving back into place. but it definitely sounds nearby in there.
Was it scaly, chitinous, fuzzy?
I'd call it chitinous.
Hey, that doesn't sound good to my ears. To my ears.
It was rather large too.
Okay.
Its body was thicker than you are tall.
Back to party. Giant bug.
Okay, this ambience is getting annoying.
What do you mean with giant book?
Let's turn off that ambience.
Big bug in there. It doesn't want to see anyone. I think we should just... I don't know.
Crikey, that right there is the entrance.
Do you know... Scrounger, do you know anything about big green bugs?
I always felt like I was being watched when I entered here. That's why I didn't enter here. I'll scrounge in the ruins around it. But I don't go.
I'm gonna look down into the door again from here if I can. It's not back, is it?
You can't get from your angle. It's too high up to look easily into the entrance there.
Okay, well then I will then go down here.
You don't see it.
I would prefer
You see,
to lure it
allow me. Large mossy stone pillars still holding these ruins up. You don't see whatever skittered by, though.
I'm going to
Hi.
Hey, Castle.
So Hobble almost died like twice.
Cool.
Like actual
Huge.
straight up.
But I'm the hero.
The party managed to find a way across by Hobble running across.
Okay. Sounds about right for Hobble
And then there
lately.
was a wild magic surge, and then he fell back in.
And EL4 did some landscaping unintentionally.
And then the party made their way in here, and this appears to be the outpost where that Scrounger was talking about. He's talking about how he sometimes goes in here, but only when he's been desperate, as he's always felt like something was watching him.
And now we're tracking Shrek, but a bug.
Shrek bug. Got it. For the record,
What are you doing in my swamp?
I might have to take my wife back to the grocery store when AAA comes and picks her up, but that might happen after we're done playing. So.
Okay.
So at this point, I would honestly just say let's charge in after it. I don't think I'm going to be able to lure it out with a minor illusion.
Yep. By the way, lower your ambient sounds because it's so fucking loud. The map, in case you haven't noticed.
Oh. I was listening to like Arabian cave music.
Lol.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think EL4 should just kind of Leroy Jenkins in, and I'll be right behind him.
Alright.
EL4, you begin lumbering forward. Your heavy footsteps disturbing the cobblestone that these ruins are built on. You see a slight drip as you get near here. As it drips into the cobblestone below, you see a slight sizzling. As suddenly, rock explodes out, sending you all flying back, stumbling back in surprise as something explodes out of the entrance, tearing its way out! As you see this horrific monster force its way out!
See? Just like Shrek.
as its head will inch its way out as hard as it can, forcing its way through. Everyone,
Do the thing.
roll initiative.
Oh, look at this initiative.
And let's begin. Okay. Okay, let me remove the panther. He is way too, oops, shit. How do I undo that? There we go. Wait, is the panther strapped to your back, by the way?
No, I would have left him.
Okay. In that case, let me roll for Scrounger and, this creature. Daeon! This monster has forced its way out,
Ouch.
gurgling at you all. Gosh, those initiative rolls, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fast, yo. Hang on, I gotta look up how far I can pitch out a turret. I don't remember offhand. And my character sheet froze. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, features. Artillerist. 5 feet of me. Alright. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5.
By the way, the space it occupies is a, for some reason the hitbox doesn't rotate, but it's basically whatever tokens are at least half filled by the image of this creature, okay? So sorry.
size counting.
So sorry if it doesn't fit evenly, but you'll see why I chose to go with this. Well, you'll see.
You lols.
You move your
I
turret
create a protector turret.
forward. Ooh.
Move it forward and activate it. Oh, for max HP for
Hob-
you guys. You guys both get 13 temporary.
Hobble EL4. You gain 13 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And then I am done.
Nice. EL4.
Hello there.
It hisses at you in disrespect. You will rage, EL4.
To add to the chaos.
Yes, let's see this surge. Range of all your oh my god. As you see his limbs grow longer.
Trunk's bigger too.
Yeah. Go ahead, let's see your attacks.
I'm gonna reckless this. Let's taste the waters here.
As you will reckless it, as 16 will just about hit, as you will deal 8 piercing damage to the Rot Lord. Anything else, EL4?
And +2 for rage.
Yep. Anything else?
No, that's going to be it.
Hobble!
Hideous beast.
Okay, it will make... Right, crikey, I've never seen anything like that! He will run forward. As he will, throw a spear. I have a spear and boomerang! As he will throw his only good melee weapon first. And, that will hit. And that will deal 5 piercing damage. Boop. Okay. And he will end his turn. And this creature will slurp forward. Edging its way out of the stone here. It's so gross. As it turns its attention towards EL4. As it will run its tentacles all over you, attempting to hit you at disadvantage. Does a
Normal.
13 hit?
Well, it would
Yes,
be a
normal.
roll.
I'm sorry?
Even
Normal because I reckless.
Oh, it's normal?
versus-
Okay.
versus- yeah.
Oh, that'll still miss then. It rolled a 13 on that then. Okay.
Nice.
It will miss with its tentacles as they just barely miss. And then it will attempt to bite at you. EL4. Okay, let's see. Oh, give me a second. Boop. Biting, and that's at advantage, right?
No, normal. Oh,
Normal?
no, wait, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. As it will hit, dealing 8 piercing damage or 4 reduced, right?
Yep.
Okay. I have dealt the 4 reduced, and it will gain 4 HP. Maru.
Hey. Can I just leap over this thing?
As you quickly run by the tail the best you can, one of its eyes will literally rotate around to face you as it's looking both ways.
Okay. So it does see me. Alright. Okay. I'm going to take out... Oh, my staff is already out, so I'm going to thwap it once. Okay.
And miss? Okay. And it will use a reaction tail attack against you.
Oh.
Does 19 hit?
Yeah.
I will use my cutting words. Oh
Nope.
my god.
Not with that.
Okay. And
Does
Maru,
an 18 hit?
Yes. And Maru, that was a full damage blow, so that's 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Oof.
You may now proceed with your turn.
Alright, well, hey, don't have a reaction, so, I'm gonna burn a key point. That's the first one.
Flurry
And
of
that's the
blows.
Catch
Okay.
these hands.
second. Let's see, that was 20, that was 45. How much movement do I have? No, I don't have that much. Only here. That'll be all.
Dayon.
Well, for my bonus action, let's have this guy come back here and activate. I will get all of us for 6. I've rolled max and min. Okay.
Nice.
Is there an easy way to
Oops,
apply that
didn't
to
mean move him,
myself?
Sorry.
Or do I just need to do it on my character sheet? No. Alright. My character sheet, which exists as a thing. I didn't put it where it goes. There we go.
Cusco's character sheet.
Alright. Okay, and then I will firebolt.
Damn, nice. As you'll hit
Ooh.
it for full damage.
Damn, Tony.
Anything else stay on?
That, you know what? I will stand behind this rubble right here, because why not?
Okay. Very well. EL4.
The hub, can you send me some really nice words?
What?
You know, the thing you do that makes people do better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna step here and ready action grapple.
As you get ready to ready action grapple. Question. What's the max size you can grapple?
One size bigger than you, and I count as large.
Okay. I thought that was just for carrying capacity. Unless you have a different feature that enables larger.
Mm,
No.
It's DM interpretation of whether
Powerful
or not it
build,
applies to
no.
grapple.
No.
I mean, push, drag, or lift.
You know what? With Chuck's durability, sure. If as long as you're just like, wait, what are you trying to do with the grapple? I don't know. It feels pretty strong, but it is.
Give him disad.
I'll give you disadvantage on this guy, and
He's got a trunk to help.
I'll give you disadvantage,
Also-
but I'll let you grapple this huge creature. Sure.
Just as an aside, his arms are twice as long as they usually are. So in
Sure.
this situation,
Sure, just for this situation, because he has Monkey D. Luffy arms, sure. Okay, EL4, you get ready to grapple this creature, confident with your larger arms that you have a chance. As you'll have normal on this because you're a barbarian versus the creature being so huge, okay?
Okay,
Anything else?
but I'm ready action, so
Okay. Hobble!
I will give him his bardic inspiration.
Okay. Go ahead. Make a grappling attempt. Unless you're gonna wait.
Activating.
Okay, that's a 13. It has to beat that. It rolled in that 1! You have grappled it! I will mark it as grappled. Is there a grappled thing? There's a petrified.
Now we
Good
get to
enough.
figure out if that was actually a good idea or not.
Now let's see if he has reach. Probably.
Okay.
You bitch
Hobble. Anything else on your turn? As you will vicious mockery it. It will fail once again as it takes another 4 psychic damage.
Enter.
Oh, max damage twice. Nice. Wait. You were gonna.
I did that already.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that.
Okay, Scrounger will once again throw his boomerang. And he does get advantage on these because of pack tactics. And a 15 will just barely hit, dealing 6 slashing damage against the Rot Lord. But the Rot Lord is not so easily dissuaded, as it will rise its head up, angry at EL4 for grappling it, as it will attempt to tentacle him. Did you? You didn't reckless this time, did you, EL4?
No, he didn't.
So this is at disadvantage, full disadvantage. Hey, and it missed.
Oh wait, why would it be a disadvantage?
Vicious mockery.
Because this is
Oh, duh. I'm very good at paying.
It will attempt to bite him instead. And
Does he have reach on that bite?
Does it have reach on that bite?
Oh, never mind. I think I'm still in his range.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yes. It will bite you, and it will succeed with a 19, and that will deal 14 damage, halved into 7. Okay.
Space question.
I'm going to. God damn! Every program we use is a different thing. Go here. I'm gonna bonk it. Oh my god! I'm rolling like Garbo.
Oh, you go in close. It will once again tail attack reaction you.
Garbo
wait,
Gobbo.
Wait a second. Hold on. How does it do that?
Tail swing hit. You're within 5 feet of it, aren't you?
I am.
Okay, then does the 22 hit?
Yes.
Oof. It's another 10 damage.
Alright, at least I had a couple of.
Thank God for that temp HP. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. Alright, you know what? I was gonna save my key points, but you know what? Fuck this boy.
Fuck this boy. It has 15 AC. That's just enough. And another 5 damage.
And
Hey!
and
Punch,
then
punch, punch.
and then rage or
Preach.
screech.
I'm so mad.
The rare monk barb multi-class.
That'll be it.
Damn.
I'm gonna tell you to come 5 feet closer.
Oh, yeah, I would have done that then.
Alright, I'll activate the turret first.
I'll activate
All
my
right,
cat card.
No, that's not what I'm doing. And then that'll skedaddle forward, and then I'll do one of those. Ooh, nice rolling. I'm taking all Maro's rolls.
So you fire another fire bolt, weakening it. It's almost dead. Forgot this day.
That will be it for me.
EL4, can you finish it?
Probably not, because I'm going to do a stupid thing. Just gonna
Give me a D10 plus your strength mod. As you lift this creature and start swinging it around. EL4. -5. Magic pixel.
Damn it!
You hear a crack, and the creature screeches,
No.
venom dripping from its tentacles, but it wasn't enough!
Well, wait, hold on. He threw him up in the air.
Would rage apply to this?
EL4. With a vicious grunt. That wasn't enough for you! You angrily stick your tusk forward into the creature as it hisses, flailing against him, and it seems to struggle, rising and writhing, only for it to fall over as it twitches, erratically shaking, as the creature will die and the Rot Lord will end. With that, initiative is over.
That
As
wasn't so bad.
as
Ow.
Scrounger will breathe in very heavily and then speak up. Crikey. Well, that right there's the entrance to the mines from here.
I'm gonna
Right. We should.
hold on. I'm gonna root through this corpse.
Ew.
That's probably the worst thing that's inside her, right?
Well,
Look, look at
I
this thing.
I feel like these tentacles can be made into something, and I have a couple ideas as to what to.
Roll me a survival check.
With pleasure, with guidance.
Sure.
All right. Hey.
Right, you very carefully, very, very carefully harvest all the tentacles from this creature. And, you will find that there are about 2 usable after EL4 smashing it apart.
So 6. That's 3 more than I was hoping to get, actually.
2. I said 2 tentacles that aren't smashed.
Oh, fuck. I will add. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'll add that to my inventory at least.
Yeah.
The fangs, I wanted the tentacles.
He will touch the fang. My finger's gone numb.
Can
I
I?
won't.
I don't know. Dissect this thing
Sure, you want to rip it open?
carefully.
Okay, you very carefully rip it open. Was that treasure in its gullet?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like.
Give me a second. Yeah, wine glass for someone of EL4 size. It's made out of gold, and it's very shiny. And it has some kind of unusual art on it. It looks like older Mopanu art. It has a bunch of symbols of various spirits or like animals that the Mopanu must have looked up to, or like entreated for help or something. You think you'll even spot like an old depiction for the word of what the do you speak old Mopanu?
Uh.
Yep. As for the creature itself, it seems to have functioned it seems to have functioned in a very strange way. You can see that the creature seems to have its poison seems on its tentacles seem paralytic, and it seems to have then exploited the prey, tearing them up without much harm, as it chewed away at the flesh that appears to have rotted somewhat, and then swallowed it whole. Its actual stomach juices don't appear that strong, so it must have like killed prey and then brought them back and then let them rot or something.
Okay.
Probably this is the worst things that we will find, right? Like, no other thing will live there, right?
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. Totes my goats, yo.
I'm dinging everybody with the turret until we all have 13 temp HP.
Cool. Eventually, you will all gain 13 temp HP.
Should we head back to make our meeting?
Here you go, goblin girl.
You hear a
Whatever you just-
womp 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 womp.
Whatever you just said, I'm sure it was not important, but thank you.
Hubble will enter the mine.
Hubble,
Huh?
we need to go have our meeting with
We came all
The
this
dog
way
man.
for the mine. Let's at least poke our heads in.
Does this area seem stable?
No.
Yeah. I'm concerned that if we poke around in there, we may be unable to
Oh, you entered
leave.
it, Hobble?
Not fully, like I'm basically just past the doorway.
Okay.
Come on, we'll be
A large
3
brick
minutes
will
of
fall right in front of you.
Okay, let's go.
3 minutes adventure, in and out.
Yep.
A renticle,
Why,
Todd.
why would you want that?
Because that's a magic item that exists in the DMG.
I don't know what this DMG is, but alright.
It's an ancient text.
Oh, I see.
Never sidestepping that. It's okay. I'm sure it could be made into a tentacle rod that only has the 2 tentacles instead of the. Alright, out we go.
Okay. You all begin venturing back. Right. So you'll want to climb up the bowl here. The bowl's a lot more steep here. And, but thankfully, up above there isn't any, of that, toxic water, whatever it is.
Oh, good.
It's a shame you all didn't start from the east here. It would have been a very easy journey in here.
We'll know that for next time.
Yeah,
Right.
we should do that.
Right, nice little hour kip once you reach the boundary just to climb down the cliffs. Less if you could set up ropes in advance.
These ones to the top.
No. There's a tree. There's a few small plants here and there from that seem to be like given light from whatever small amount of sunlight pokes through, but for the most part, this place is entirely enclosed.
Okay. Alright, off we go.
There's a bit of moss, I guess. Yep, okay. You all wander off. Spend about an hour trekking out of here. Eventually getting out of this bowl. Scrounger will wish you all well. Pound's not my kind of... Wait. Gotta get my Australian on. Right. Pound's not my kind of place. But I wish you all well. Can't wait to see you again.
Later, cunt.
Later, you cunt.
Farewell, friend.
I'm
See
not your...
you next
I'm
time.
not your friend, cunt. We're better than that now. We're proud cunts. And with that, he will wander off into the jungles. Your party returns to Pound. And we'll do the little meeting with Mr. Yorkshire before we end today. Next week, and I promise it'll be a full session. As I don't... Okay, you all return to the little barn house where you can see once again Yorkshire has Mr. Yorkshire has settled in rather uncomfortably into the barn here, and he will wrinkle his nose as he smells you all.
Oh, I probably cleaned us off
Okay, never mind.
along the way. Yeah.
Dumb. I'll have this conversation like along the way while he's cleaning us. I got this liquid stuff on me. Can you look at it closer?
Yes. I'm sure it's very interesting.
It's the grime from the thing and the gross stuff down there.
Yeah.
when I ran and was a hero.
I will. Yes. I
It's
will.
true. He was
I
a
will.
hero.
I will cast detect magic on it. Actually, because why not?
And why not? You mean identify or?
Nope.
Light
I mean
amounts
detect
of
magic first.
mysticanum in that muck that he ran through.
Okay.
Like very trace amounts. Not enough to kill, but this could probably leave some pretty bad burns or fuck with some magic if it had actually set in. Thankfully, it appears Hobble for the most part escaped its ill effects. How? That should be his middle name.
Yeah, it has to
Better,
be.
better lucky than good.
Yeah.
Did this change? Hang on.
What change? What? This?
No, my spell. Oh, looks like it did. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I had it set up so that it was usable once a day, which is how it should be, and not as a spell. But now it's changed back for whatever reason in the update.
Okay. You all. Okay, so then you all walk into the barn. Since you all smell good, he will greet you all respectfully. Uh, and he and he will speak. Have your journeys been well? Have you found what have you found out?
Yeah, there
Let's see. Well, we have discovered many things. Uh, oh shoot, I don't want to place a measure template. Um, we have been into the main entrance of the mines, trying to figure out a way down, uh, with limited success. Although we have cleared the goblins out from the immediate area, and we just found a second entrance to the mine, but we had to come to this meeting, so we weren't able to explore further.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad your journey has been successful so far, and the fact that you are not dead in 5 days, in a few days' time, is rather comforting. I must admit, Her Majesty's government was not confident in this expedition. He will look a little guilty. From what I understand, apparently they've sent other groups before, and they died too quickly to be considered full expeditions. But maybe your group has a chance.
Baby, I think we died like almost died twice
Indeed.
just today.
Indeed.
Ella, Ella here body slammed a giant creature to death today, so we should be fine. I don't see how anything can stop
An elevator can very much stop us.
it.
Mari will actually speak up. That's kind of been burning on her tongue. Like,
What's an elevator?
uh, Dayon, once she says that, kind of looks at her and kind of like does the like conciliatory head nod thing with the hand gesture, if you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an
yeah.
excellent point kind of thing.
Okay.
It's
Very.
something that goes up and down quick, I guess.
I must ask, is the panther even alive still?
It's still alive and it's looking pretty mad. It's looking pretty upset. It's very anxious now. It's gone from like angry to anxious. It's constantly like it can't it's like rubbing at its own fur by like twitching and like rubbing itself. It's not very comfortable here at all, and the townsfolk have been giving you weird looks as you enter town.
Well, that's nothing new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
To be clear, they still gave the panther more respectful looks than Maru.
Of course.
uh,
Uh, You just gotta show them your nice side.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
That's a multi-step process. First, find Mara's nice side. Second,
That's gonna be. Ooh boy.
Yeah, I have a nice side. It's on one of my hands here. It's which finger was it again? Oh yeah, this one.
You're probably going to die before you find that.
Runner free. From then on, a single runner will cost 25 GP. If you need the protection or the number of supplies for a full caravan, that would likely run you 100 gold pieces.
Azathor, you don't need any more stupid, expensive magic bullshit, do you?
Yes. To be clear, the 25 gold pieces is
no.
just the basic service.
I was thinking of seeing what it would cost to order in a supply of bronze.
How much bronze do you require?
That's an excellent question, and I figured this out the other day, and I wrote it down somewhere, and I have no idea where it is.
Why not just get steel?
What's steel?
It's a very good
No,
one.
no, I want to pay for it.
How does that even translate? Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah, Dayon, you have no idea what steel is. Steel? Hobble wishes he. Man, if Hobble brought back a single sword from, like, the Witcher universe, he would be a god in this area.
Yeah.
Some artificer would buy it off you for, like, 1,000,000 gold pieces to make a legendary weapon out of.
That he has a shitty rapier walking stick that's home crafted.
Oh.
This guy doesn't speak Fey, does he?
He didn't.
I think he speaks giants.
I think that's right. I think he spoke giant, orc, and Mopanu, at least, that we communicated to him in.
Okay. In Orcish, I'd ask, can you get, or in Giant rather, could you get me either a Giant or Fey to weapon dictionary?
What is a dictionary?
It's so you can like translate words into different languages.
Oh, yes. I can get you one. That may run you a little more, I'm afraid.
I'll climb.
The cost to get one here would be 25 gold pieces, and but you would also have to pay the continual 5 gold pieces a month, a season. No, sorry, a month.
Hobble will just start. He climbs up onto EL4 and goes into his chest. Just starts digging out gold. Maybe 200. That's good, right?
That would likely keep them there. I. It may take a bit. They're gonna have to travel here, and I'm gonna have to find someone I can trust this upfront payment to.
I mean, I I could help you with your translations.
I'd like to study a book too, though.
All right.
Oh, a book? I'm sorry. I assumed a dictionary was your word for like a translator.
Oh no, it's
I
like
was
an
going
actual
to.
book.
I was going to ship like a captured Mopanu soldier over here or something.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
Like a book that just contains words translating other words?
Yeah.
I have no idea where I would find that. Maybe, I guess maybe that would be. I would have to convince a royal library to part with such a book. I'm sure they exist. Doubtless there's been travelers who have used them. But from what I understand, but from what I've experienced, when one of higher class wishes to learn another language, they'll hire a translator.
Could it like not be a slave?
Oh, certainly. And to be clear, it wouldn't be a slave. Her Majesty abhors slavery, and she does not tolerate within these lands. No, it's merely a Mopanu that we gave a job offer to after bringing them thousands of miles from their homeland.
I need a special order then. He needs to speak Fey, Giant, and Mupanu.
You might want to expect them next season, but I'll work my best.
Okay,
And I will need the full 200 gold pieces.
here's 300.
Out of character.
No, I only need. Please only give me 200. They target me if I have more.
Here's our 200, okay.
Okay.
Out
Oh,
of
and that'll
character, an idea potentially could also be you could ask him for like children's books of both in Giant, Fey, and Mopanu. And
Do you
just
think they have giant books? I mean, children books?
Kids
You know
these
what?
days
They
play with
don't.
rocks.
Um,
Hubble
So-
is an idea, though.
how much would it cost me in total to get a caravan here with 100 pounds of bronze on it?
Oh, you wouldn't need a caravan. We can send a runner for that for just 100 pounds. He would simply have to bring it on a cart and mule. Or supplies for a large militia, or if you wish to start beginning your stronghold. Or if you needed to order a lot of items in bulk, say you wanted to the 25 gold pieces to transfer. Sorry, 25 gold pieces to transfer the bronze, and each pound of copper each pound of bronze should cost a gold piece each. So, 125 gold pieces for 100 pounds of bronze. Forced to buy from the Yucata company.
Very well, and I will give him 125 gold.
He will take the 125 gold. Very well. Let me put this in the chat. GP. Okay. Very well. Anything else you guys want to order as he heads out?
I can can basically order a book. Would it be possible to order something that will help me maybe understand herbs and spices and concoctions?
I could teach you.
You see, you will see one of the shingles on the barn kind of wiggle itself free in the wind as it blows. You feel a light sprinkling come down, but you also see a bit of the sun shine through as it illuminates your friend Dayon. As the sun shines brightly down upon his beautiful head, illuminating him, your friend, the herbalist expert.
Okay. Because never mind on ordering crap. Then because what I was thinking was Maru could just kind of be the after a while be the potion runner, because you'll be probably busy making other things. Okay, never mind. Forget anything.
Okay. Very well. Okay. If there's nothing else, I can end the session there.
I don't think I'm going to ask for anything.
Okay.
Before we end, I'm going to offer EL4 my shield.
Ooh.
Since you're now using a one-handed weapon.
Likewise, do you think you want to hold on to the tentacles, or do you want me to?
I I'm not sure I'd know what to do with them.
I bet you could maybe collect or get them together and then make like a weird whip.
To what end?
To hurt the bad guys. I'm talking like in the future.
I don't think they'll keep that long.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, EL4, do you want my shield?
I haven't used a shield before, but
I could
guess I
show
could
you.
try it for you.
I could show you the basics. It might help you avoid the claws of these beasts.
I see.
Very well. Yep.
Even Mario has shield proficiency.
And again, sorry for not having anything beyond this today. It's been a very busy week.
That's
I
okay.
am
Yeah, don't
certainly
worry,
about to
man.
have to leave anyway, so
Yep.
it's fine. Like they said they'd be there by 12:30, so
I
they're
am
gonna call any minute and be like, "We're on our way."
I am cutting the stream here.